This is definitely one of the top 10 coldest sea trout experiences I've had in my entire life. Some spots stays with you, not because they're easy, but because they make you listen. I've fished many spots in Scandinavia, but I keep coming back here. Maybe it's the memories, maybe it's the conditions, always changing, or the old stories that lingers in the current. For me, it is a mix of everything. This spot has taught me to slow down, how to wait, how to pay attention. I believe I know the spot well, and still, it surprises me every time. That mystery is why I always come back. Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode of Scandinavian Seatrout Adventure. My name is Carl, and in this series we do coastal fly fishing for sea trouts in Norway, Denmark and Sweden. Each of the episodes is filmed from one day's fishing, and even if we don't catch any fish, the videos still will be uploaded. In today's episode we are on Fyn in Denmark and we are fishing Helnæs. So the weather is quite demanding today. So we have -1 to 2 degrees in the air, wind from the east upwards to 13 to 14 meters per second, and the gust will be upwards to 16 to 18 meters per second. It is freezing cold also in the water. The water temperature is around 1.2 degrees and it will not rise over 2 degrees, that's for sure. Almost the whole of Denmark is filled with ice, have had a cold period of time for a long time now, and today is going to be really exciting fishing trips. So the gear that I'm using today is the 9-foot 7-weight Orvis Helio D with the Mirage LT reel. I have a full intermediate line and I have a 13-foot long leader. So a 10-foot tapered leader going out to 0.30 and a tippet ring of a 2 millimeter, and then some tippet material fluorocarbon that goes out to the point of 0.28 millimeter. I don't think it matters what kind of flies we're fishing with today. It's winter, we could fish with small flies, but it's going to be a shorter fishing session today due to the weather. So I am going to fish with pottegrisen, a shrimp imitation with a foam, so I can fish it a little bit slow. So the first stretch we're going to fish now is the left side of the lighthouse out here at Helnæs. There is some, the water looks really good, so it's a little bit colored water on the left side here, and it will clear up when we get around the corner to the right side of the lighthouse. But I just want to fish off this stretch here on the left side, even though it's a little bit murkier water, but hopefully they can be some sea trout lurking around here, so that's good. So in the last episode I really jinxed it. The plan of the series is to upload one video each week, and a couple of days after I said that in the latest episode, I was struck by a tremendous man flu and had a fever for a week and was feeling quite sorry for myself. And first of all, I just want to thank those of you who sent me some nice messages wishing me a speedy recovery. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm starting to get better now. But the one thing that will get me 100% is if we can find some sea trout. So I have tested out some different gloves. This is not ideal for sea trout fishing, but it is so cold today. And we will have some snow during the day as well. They are predicted about 10 to 20 centimeters of snow on Fyn and later on Zealand as well. We are in the first week of February. This was not what I was hoping for, but we just have to do the best out of it. We can't do anything about the weather and the nature. So let's just get out there and see if we can find a sea trout. I'm not going to do a lot of wadings today, guys. So one of the nice messages that I got from one of you was that wait until you are 100% healthy before you start wading out, and I am definitely going to listen to that. So well, we are definitely not out here because it's easy. We're out here to see how these conditions, if it's even possible to catch anything in these conditions. And on this channel here, we'll be out in all kind of weather and try our best to see if we can learn something. And to be honest, it's actually exciting to fish in the weather like it is now as well. Even though if I could wish for a little bit warmer weather, I will definitely have that. So I'm fishing with a full intermediate line today, and that is really good. And also the line is really good for the winter fishing as well. It's the Scientific Angler Sonar Titan line, and it is a really good line for the cold weathers. From the last episode where I jinxed it and said new videos every Sunday, missed the next Sunday. I think I also jinxed it quite well when I told you that I have a lot of exciting spots planned for February as well. All those spots that I had planned this week and also next week, no way, I don't have a chance. So I need to find something else. But that's also one of the most exciting things about winter fly fishing, is that you can plan as much as you want and you can try to find the perfect spot. Then a sudden weather change will just make you have to rearrange your original plans. So we're definitely going to find some place to fish. So if there's not ice, we can fish. Out here on the edge, the waves are not coming that much directly in. They are more coming from our left side here in here. So I definitely think that the right side of the lighthouse will be really, really good. So let's just get out here and see. So we're starting to get a little bit ice in the rod rings actually. Oh. But nothing bad, so would have been so nice if we could find sea trout out here. So just fishing the shrimp fly very, very slowly with some pauses. Let the waves that are coming in here do the rest of the job. So the first cast here now is we don't want to cast very far. We just want to have it out here on the edge. So Helnæs is a spot that I fish quite often. Almost every trip I have to Fyn, I always look at the weather forecast and how the wind direction and current and how thing is at this spot, because it is one of my favorite spots, and it's not because of that I have caught tremendous amount of fish out here, or even some really big fish out here. It's just that it is so beautiful out here, and it is so exciting. So I think it's quite a mystery spot, because you don't go out here to find a lot of fish, but you can be lucky and find some really nice sea trouts out here. And that's what I think is many fly fishermen and spin fishermen are drawn to this spot here, with the deeper water, open coast, and really nice. So it has been quite quiet here for the stretch now. We have fished a couple of 100 meters of the stretch already, and nothing yet. So is it because the water is quite murky here, or is it just that it's really cold? So could be a combination. So, but let's see. And when I've been sick now for a week, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos from Scandinavia, a lot of people going out in these harsh weather conditions, and I just want to say I just have tremendous respect for all of those of you that are out in this weather here and trying to find some sea trout. And I've also seen a lot of guys that have been successful catching really nice fish in those conditions here, and it's just congratulations. So let's see out here at the spot here, and if we don't catch anything here, we will go over to the other side. Trying to wait a little bit further out. I was promising myself that I will not do a lot of waiting today. Still have a little bit of a cold, so it's not ideal, but looks so nice here. I really want to test this spot here out. So as you can see, we're getting a little bit of ice in the rod rings, but no worries. This will be fine. So I think we will move a little bit over to the other side. We have tried here now for half an hour, 40 minutes, and it's time to move to the right side of the lighthouse and see if there's some fish there. So just to illustrate how cold it actually is at the moment. Yeah, well, this is the stairs, and it's just filled with ice. So we have to be careful when we go up here and around the corner. Around the corner over here, it looks very exciting. So there are a lot of birds out here diving. I've seen a couple of them coming up with some kind of fish as well. So there is definitely some fish in the rear here, and I think we need to. It's quite murky water on the first spots around the corner here as well, just as where we're fishing now. So I think that we have to go a little bit further and around the corner outside here to find something. The water is not too murky over here. It's a little bit murky in the first couple of meters here, but especially around the corner over here, I think it will be really good. So I think we will fish for a couple of hours today. I don't want to push it too far since I still have a little bit of a cold, and I really want to be able to fish the upcoming weeks as well. So, but we're going to fight through this and see if we can find some fish and at least fish for a couple of hours more. So at the spot here, we don't have a lot of space for the back cast, and the wind is pushing directly behind me here, coming in. So I have to be careful here as well. For me, it's about the curiosity. You know, I am always curious. And that's what makes me a sea trout fisherman as well. It's my curiosity. I like to find out and fish in different conditions and see, is it possible to find fish in the conditions today? And of course it is possible, and there are many people that are doing that, but choosing spots in the conditions that we have today. So the spots today I choose mostly due to that was the only spot that was fishable for me regarding casting and the wind and everything. So I haven't paid a lot of attention today. Where will it be best to find fish? And that's just how it is sometimes. That sometimes you have very little to choose of. But I feel extremely lucky to be able to have the opportunity to fish in these conditions as well. I have some quite amazing memories from the spot that we're fishing here. So, and some really fun ones as well. One time I was here, it was in the autumn or something, and it was difficult. I was struggling to find fish, and there were a couple of divers out, and I was thinking about that. Yeah, I could talk to the divers and see if they have seen something, and then suddenly just in front of me was a diver coming up, asking permission to pass in front of me where I was casting. So and he of course ruined the whole stretch.
Jeg går foran dig.
Ja, selvfølgelig. Ja. Har du set nogle fisk?
Jeg har set en 3 små ører.
Ja.
Der er ingen fladfisker, det er ikke den, vi kommer efter.
Nej, der er heller ikke noget store hav, du har set? Nej.
30 cm var den største, tror jeg.
Ja. Ja. So the diver is going to pass us now, and I got a chance to talk to him and ask him if he have seen some fish, and he told me that the biggest he have seen was 30 centimeters and only 3-4 sea trouts on the stretch that he's been diving. So, but he's making a lot of noise, so we haven't felt anything so far today. Not the bite, nothing, not seen anything. It is pretty quiet. And I'm not very surprised about that, to be honest. But we still have 400 or 500 meters to go that we can fish. And I'm quite positive that something will happen. So when we get through this cold period, then we have a lot of things to look forward to. It's also very important to enjoy this time of the year as well, and the winter season. I'm only now fishing the shallow part here on the stretch. I don't want to wade any further out. So hopefully the fish will be standing here as well. So let's see. And the most important thing is that we are back on the horse again and we are out sea trout fishing. So it will be fun to see later today on the roads here if the weather forecast comes as predicted with the heavy snow. And we have to see where we're going to move for the next episodes, because as it looks now, June, second week of February, doesn't look that good, to be honest. So we are going to have some snow now for the next upcoming days, and then it will be a little bit warmer, but then it will be a little bit colder again. So the warm temperature of 1 to 2 plus degrees will only be for a couple of days now, entering the weekend, and then it will be colder. And the biggest concern that I have now could have stayed at Fyn for the next week as well, but the problem is that the water temperature are looking quite low, and so I think we need to find a spot where we have a little bit more higher water temperatures. So well, let's see. The good thing about looking at the weather forecast, it can always change, and it's usually change in the wrong direction of what we as anglers would like it to do. So, but one day it will change to the preferred way we want it. So. But it's been a nice day today. Really enjoyed it. So it's been cold, but at the same time, really, really nice. And I will never jinx it again, trying to tell what we're going to do in the future rather than just showing you guys it. So I don't know if it's going to be an episode next Sunday. You just have to wait and see. You can catch some really nice sea trouts here, but you will also have a lot of days where you go home empty-handed. So I'm not exactly sure how many fishing trips I've had to this location, but I have had more trips without fish than with fish, that's for sure. But I've had some really, really nice moments here, and some beautiful sea trout that I've caught here. This is a spot where you don't expect anything to happen, then suddenly just boom, and you can catch a nice fish. And that's mainly the reason why I wanted to go here today, because I know it is a spot like this that this could actually be the day that we are not expecting anything, and then boom, you can get the fish of your life. And when you have spots like that, you have to visit them when you find spots like that. And I think that's maybe the reason why I come here. It is due to that I know that at the right time you can hit the jackpot here. So, and that is mainly also because you have heard fishing stories and you've seen other catching fish here. So you've seen in magazines, reporters reporting that a sea trout of 7, 8, 9 kilo has been caught here, you know. And it's not only happened once. It's like every year there is caught big sea trout on this stretch here. And it could be today, and it could be later. And when people read stories like that or hear about it, that's one of the reasons that so many people come to this spot. So this is a well-known spot in the whole of Europe for big sea trout. And Fyn is an amazing sea trout destination. It is by many people looked upon as the sea trout capital of Scandinavia. But Fyn can be very difficult to fish. And what I mean about that is there are so many good spots. So which spots to choose? So I think many people think that it's just to show up to Fyn and you'll catch some big fish. But it's not like that. But you'll increase your chance of catching big fish where if you fish here a lot and you invest hours here. So guys, I think I will wrap it up for today. It has been a cold but beautiful day on the coastline of Fyn and the spot Helnæs. It is a beautiful spot that we are definitely going to visit a little bit later in the season. So I just want to thank you so much for watching this episode of Scandinavian Seatrout Adventure. Thank you also for all the nice comments, the likes from the previous videos. I am really excited about that. People are showing some interest and would like to follow my journey on the Scandinavian Seatrout Adventure. I really look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Even if the weather is harsh and it's pretty cold at the moment, don't be afraid. It is fishable, and just go out there and go fly fishing.